I was about halfway through my night shift on March 12th when dispatch sent me to a delivery on Maplewood Drive near the corner of Oak Street in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And I remember it because the notes said leave at the door, no contact, but also said the bell didn't work, and the customer, Mr. Harold Jensen, still wanted me to knock anyway, and it was already past midnight. I was trying to finish my last few orders and go home, and the street was quiet with small houses and barely any lights on, and right when I pulled up, something slammed into the side of my car hard enough to rock it, and I hit the brakes and got out right away thinking I hit something, but before I could even look properly, it hit again lower down and dragged along the side, and I just stood there looking around because there was nothing there, no people, no cars, nothing moving at all. And then my phone buzzed with a message from him saying you are here, and that felt off because I hadn't even walked up yet. I grabbed the food and went up to the porch anyway, and the porch light kept flickering every few seconds, and I knocked like the note said, and nothing happened. So I left the bag there and stepped back, and then I heard something move inside the house, not near the door, but somewhere deeper in, just a quick movement, and then it stopped, and right after that the door unlocked on its own and opened a few inches, and I just stood there looking in because no one was at the door, and I said the delivery was outside and started walking back to my car, and then my phone buzzed again with another message saying bring it inside, and I ignored it and kept going, but before I even got halfway back, I heard the bag move behind me, and when I turned around it had slid across the porch closer to the door, and the door was still open the same way. I didn't go back after that. I just went straight to my car, got in, locked it, and tried to start it, and the engine just cut out immediately with nothing. I tried again, and still nothing, and the inside lights flickered once and went dark, and I looked back at the house, and the door opened wider, and I could see something low moving across the doorway from one side to the other, and I didn't wait there any longer. I just kept trying the ignition, and after a couple tries it finally started, and I put it in drive and pulled away fast, and as I passed the house, I looked once, and the bag was back exactly where I first left it, and the door was closed again, and the light stopped flickering. I kept driving until I reached a Marathon gas station on Lima Road, and I parked under the lights and just sat there for a bit, and I checked the app, and it said delivered with no issues, and then I noticed the receipt sitting on the passenger seat, and I knew I left it in the bag, and when I picked it up and turned it over, there was a line written on it that wasn't there before, and it said you were supposed to come inside. I ended my shift right there and drove home to East State Street, but the whole drive back, I kept thinking about it and checking my mirrors, and the next day, I went back to that street just to see it again, and the house was gone, completely gone, just an empty lot with nothing there, no porch, no lights, nothing at all, and I just sat there in my car for a minute, trying to match it with what I saw the night before. The part that still gets me is what happened at the gas station, because while I was sitting there checking my phone, I felt the passenger side door move slightly, like something pressed against it, and I looked right away, but there was nothing there, and I stayed still for a few seconds, just listening, and when I stepped out to grab a drink and came back, I saw the food bag inside the car had shifted from where I left it, and the receipt was folded differently too, and I didn't touch it again after that. Later, I texted my coworker Sam about it, and he joked about something on Maplewood Drive, but even typing it out didn't feel right. And even now, when I'm on late deliveries and I pull up to quiet houses like that, I keep thinking about that door opening and that bag moving and how fast it went from normal to something I couldn't explain. And I still feel like if I had stepped inside when it told me to, I probably wouldn't have left the same way.